Caution: the information shown in this video is for educational purposes only and should only be used on computers in which you have appropriate permission and/or authorization to carry out on. Under no circumstances do I condone any malicious use of the information shown in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so if you've forgotten your password to your PC, whether that been a computer that you've got at home that you haven't been able to access for quite some time, simply because you've forgotten the password, or perhaps one of your friends thought it was funny and decided to put a password on your computer, I'm going to be showing you a little trick that you can do to hack the Windows login so you can bypass the entire password on your computer. So this does not require you to reinstall Windows, so all your data will be intact. However, I cannot guarantee that this will work 100%. Now, the method which we'll be looking at is very, very safe and does work most of the time. I haven't had any issues with this in the past, but that doesn't mean that it can't happen for you. So if you have a chance, have any backup of any data, as this may cause some problems. But if this is a computer, an old PC that you have, and you need to have access to it, then this is going to be showing you what to do. Now, as I stated before, I will not be held liable for any illegal activity that may arise from the use of this software. This is simply for the purposes of recovering a password for a computer in which you own at your house, or perhaps a friend asked you if you could help them with their password simply because they forgot it. So the program that we'll be using for this is called Conboot and is available from this website. I'll have all the necessary links in the description down below. Now, this software used to be free, but is now a paid piece of software and will require payment to use. But if you work in IT or you do computer repairs, then this is a must-have and a tool which I highly recommend anyone purchasing. So you want to go up here, and there's an option for Windows. For Mac OS X, we will not be demonstrating the Mac OS X version in this video, but in the future I may do a video on that. But we'll be going through the Windows version since I have a Windows system. And if you have a Linux machine, I will be making a video shortly on how to bypass the Linux login as well. So go ahead and click on For Windows, and it's going to bring you here, and you need to purchase their program. So you're going to have the personal license or commercial license, get whichever one you'll need. And once you've purchased the software, you'll be able to download a zip file and just extract the file to your desktop in a folder called Conboot. And inside here you'll have a couple folders. So you'll have the Conboot CD, the Conboot floppy disk, and the Conboot USB, as well as a couple of other key documents that you may need. So you want to go to the one that you're going to be using. So for this particular demonstration, I'll be using a CD to create what is known as a live bootable CD. But if you have a USB, just go into here, and you got a README. Go there and read the instructions. It'll show you what to do. Basically, you need to run the tool that is provided within this folder, and make sure that you get the correct driver for your USB. And it will be formatted, so if you have any data on it, be sure to take it off and put it onto your desktop or something, because you can always format the USB after doing this, and then put the files back on and use it as a normal flash drive. But for now, we'll be using it as Conboot, so it will have to be erased. Anyway, with that being said, you can go to the one that you'll be using. So I'll be using the boot CD method, so I'll be showing you guys how to do that. So inside this folder, you'll see a file called conbootcd.iso. This is the file that you need to burn to a disk. So you want to go ahead and open up the disk drive on your PC. So I'll be doing that. And of course, if you have one of the newer laptops that doesn't have a disk drive, you can use the bootable USB method. If you search online, you'll be able to find out how to do it. It's actually very simple. So go ahead and insert the disk that you want to use. So I'm just doing that now. And what you want to do is wait till the disk appears in your My Computer list, and you need to right click the ISO file, and this does not require any use of third-party software. If you're on Windows 7 or higher, you'll be able to do this by default. If not, you can seek the assistance of third-party software like Deep Burner or Nero. So once you've gone ahead and inserted the disk and it pops up, you can close out of this and right click on it, go to Open With, and select Windows Disk Image Burner. And you should see the file there, and make sure you've selected the correct drive, and you can verify the disk after burning. You don't have to, but it's recommended. I'm just going to skip that to make it faster for this video, and then just hit burn. And it's going to go ahead and burn the disk. So I'm going to stop this video and come back once I've gone ahead and finished that. Okay guys, so you guys can see we have a locked PC right here. So if I go here and hit enter, so I'm going to hit enter, you guys can see the password is incorrect. And if I just try to log in here, you guys can see that it is locked. So here I have the CD which we just created. So you should have one of these or a USB flash drive. If you use a USB, you guys can see here, just use a USB flash drive. But like I said, we'll be using the CD, which is the easiest method. Now, if your PC is locked, the BIOS is locked, then this will not work. But for most PCs, the BIOS is not locked. You will have to actually done that manually. So if you have a locked BIOS, then this will not work. You'll have to unlock the BIOS first, and the only way to do that is to reset the CMOS battery. So I'll have links in the description in case that is happen to you, and you can do that yourself. So basically what you want to do is insert the disk into your PC. So I'll do that just for a second here. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and inserted the disk, and you want to restart the computer. So I'm just going to do a force reboot, and you'll need to enter the BIOS. So if you don't know how to enter the BIOS, it should actually pop up on your machine when it starts up. So I'm going to force reboot mine, and the key is different for everyone. For me, it is F10, so I'm just going to press that on the keyboard. But usually it's something like F12 or F2, something like that usually does it. But like I said, I'll be pressing F10, and it should come up on the splash screen of your manufacturer. So I'm just going to press F10 while it's booting. Now, unfortunately with this part, I cannot show you what to do 100%. And that is because every BIOS on every PC is dependent to the manufacturer. So every BIOS looks a little bit different, but generally they are similar. So you want to, for mine, you have to select the language. So I'm just going to select English. And you guys can see here there is a few options. So these are all the settings for the motherboard. So you want to go down to usually where it says boot. For me, it is under boot order. Yours may be boot device or something like that or whatnot. Just hit boot order, and you'll want to make sure that the CD drive is selected first. That is the first boot priority, higher than the hard drive. Now if it's a USB device, then make sure that that is the default. So for me, you have to press I think it is F5, no, it's enter to move the order, and then F10 to save, then escape. And usually you can just go back here. So file, save changes, and exit. So we're going to do that real quick, and hit enter, and it's now going to attempt to boot from the CD. So it's going to boot up Conboot. So we'll have a look at this now. Okay, so the system is powered down, and it's restarting. You guys can see HP there, and you guys should see a little animation pop up. So this is the actual Conboot program now loading from the USB or CD which we created. So just give it a second for this HP splash screen, and you guys can see the monitor there, and you guys can see Conboot is loading. Okay, so it's going ahead and doing its thing. Alright, so yes, this may pop up, so just hit start Windows normally, and it's going to reboot Windows. Now I'm not going to edit this part out. I just want you guys to see that this is legit and it's going to actually work. So we'll just give it a second here for Windows to boot back up, and I'll show you that the password is indeed removed. So we'll just give it a second here. This is a fresh installation of Windows, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, so you guys can see it looks like the password is still there. So you're probably thinking at this stage that it doesn't work. However, here's the secret. You just have to hit enter on your keyboard, and there you have it. It logs in. You don't even need to know the old password. So this has been a video on how to bypass forgotten password on your PC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more great videos like this, and also be sure to like this video and share the URL up above with your friends on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. Check out our Facebook page, all links in the description down below, and as I said in the video earlier, all the links for all the software and all the tools I used will be in the description as well. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, this is AGR Tech 1 signing off.